in the top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. So Alabama's offense will get first crack at it today. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air, it's Russell. Got it in the middle, it's Hale.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel-type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
From the gun, give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Pocket breaking down. Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Looking to fire. Right on the money. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Alabama! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Well, that couldn't have gone any better.
It's so great for an offense to come out right out of the gate and score a touchdown on your opening drive. It just helps the offense establish that rhythm that is so important. It'll be interesting now to see how this offense does the remainder of this contest.
So Arkansas's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Wilson to pass. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Razorbacks will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll start this drive going to the air. using the quick game.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
It'll be a run on third and short. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This whole place is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And that is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the grab on the right. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. First and 10 from the 24. He'll keep it himself. Plows through the defense.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Wilson will throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this game.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. On the run, it's Moulton. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his man. It's Adams. Oh, he's got some space. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first. Great move. Now he's got room. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Back to throw. It's Russell. It's complete on the right side. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone. I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Here's the heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
Nobody open. He just throws it away and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away and live to fight another down.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. The give to the tailback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! Lining up for the PAT.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The defense putting points on the board. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wilson to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. He gets a block. Touchdown Tide! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Wilson will throw. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Razorbacks are flying down the field. Rushes on him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Now the play fake. And that one's incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Pulls it in. It's Platt. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Wants to throw. It's Russell. Makes the grab. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Caught near the sticks. It's Hale. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That's caught. It's Adams. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
To the air on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Yeah, and the QB never wants to miss inside on an out route, right? You got to throw it to the sidelines Don't let anybody undercut that. Go make a big play. And he did. He put it outside, put it on the money. I think the receiver needs to do a little better job. They got to secure that catch. He was open enough to make that play.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Here's 1st and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. Back to throw, it's Russell. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Alabama! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville.
Ready to start the 2nd half. Alabama will kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the 1st half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Wilson to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for room. It's Jackson. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Meadows. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Makes a man miss. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time. Turning it on!
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. And if he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wilson will throw. He lofts one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Here's the handoff. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Breaks into the open.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Got a little space. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
There's a lot of ways to run the football. You can do it conventionally, handing it off. You can do it with the QB run. How about getting the wide receiver involved, though, on the reverse? Perfectly executed. He's able to get to the outside. That's a really nice gain for...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run it from the gun. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Quick completion to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on second and long. Off the play fake. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The Razorbacks will punt it away on fourth down. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Here comes that Alabama offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
Makes the catch. It's Meadows. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Adams. Alabama will get the first down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. And the quarterback takes a knee. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass, but up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run, and they did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.